must not sell to a non-Jew the meat of an animal not slaughtered according to ritual law. The impression that this is the meat from an animal slaughtered according to ritual law, although to the non-Jew the two are the same. If he comes to you and he says, I want to have specifically kosher meat, because it's for, maybe he thinks it's more healthy, maybe he thinks it's more pure, maybe he thinks it's more holy, let's say, well, for him it's no big deal. I'll just give him the treif meat. No product that has this help may be sold by concealing the hazard through false description. Man should not sell his neighbor shoes made of the hide of an animal that died, representing them as made of the hide of a living animal which was slaughtered. There are two reasons. First, because he is deceiving him, and secondly, because of the danger. Rashi says that a shoe made of the hide of an animal that died without being slaughtered, the hide is not strong as that of an animal that was slaughtered, and that was the fraud, and the danger is the animal that died of a snake bite, the venom of which was absorbed by the hide, posing possible danger to whoever wears the shoes. So that is similar, of course, to the snake oil, which could have very devastating effects on people, and the meat which is unhealthy. You're not allowed to sell something which is going to not do what it does, and not only that, certainly something which is represented as being healthy and in fact is not. That's why also origin marks must retain. Alternate markings indicating items' place of origin may also include the prohibition of misrepresentation. The two types of deception. Was deception in the body of the merchandise, where it sold as quality merchandise from a particular place, when it is, in fact, merchandise from somewhere else, and I didn't bother going further than that. So, of course, all these things have to be supervised, in theory, in the Torah, by Beis Din. Unfortunately, Beis Din has not had that kind of power in many hundreds and thousands of years since the Golus. There was a time in Bavel and other places where the Jews had autonomous, it means independent, autonomous control of their own communities, and then they could police this themselves. But otherwise, obviously, things like this could not be policed by a Beis Din, and certainly today, there can't be policed by a Beis Din. That's why you need the government to do it. And the government is obviously doing something which is essential to having a society in which, A, people don't get sick and die from what they buy, B, people are not cheated all the time, and C, there is a fair market, and competition doesn't lead to all sorts of crime.